How's it going, Rams? Welcome back to Castro's Cut. I am, of course, Litos Castro. We're going to switch it up a little bit this week, and we're going to start off by talking not what's coming up, but what happened last week and something you might have missed. The CSU hockey team taking on Missouri State. Let's break it down right now. The Ice Bears came to town, and, well, it got pretty intense. This is night 2 of a 2-match series between the two teams, and you're going to see the first highlight here. Trent Cowden getting passed on, and he's going to take the shot and nails it far post. Let's watch it one more time in good old slow-mo. Gets it back to him near the point. He's all the way back here, just makes one move, takes the shot, finds it through a 2-man crowd. Puts it right in the back of the net. CSU takes the lead in the second period. However, jump forward to the third. Missouri State's going to find a response. Centering pass, shot, scores right there. Now it's all tied up at 1. Watch this one more time. Not only is this a beautiful centering pass, but it's a one-handed tip in by Hunter Cooley there. He just barely gets his stick in and nails it for the tying goal. Now, no goal scored in the rest of the third or in overtime, so we go to a shootout. Ben Joseph is the man for the Rams to start them off. They get the first goal. Missouri State needs to respond. You're going to look to Jordan Bratton for it. He's moving in, gets it by Morgan on that near side. And then finally, you got one more man that needs to get the job done. Cade Warner's going to be your guy. Moving in, finds it, bar down, puts it in, the winning goal of the shootout. And the Rams take the win on the second night of the rematch there. Missouri State will fall in the shootout, and that's something you got to give CSU credit for. Tough week last weekend for them, but now, as you might have noticed, I've got a friend with me, Rose Carter, here to join me. We're talking about some CSU football coming up this week. They're taking on Air Force, Rose, and it's going to be a tough one for them. So, Rose, you've got 3 keys for us. Why don't you start us off with number 1?
Yeah, so my first key is stop the run. Timothy Jackson for Air Force, he's been having a great season. He's rushed for over 100 yards. As you can see right here, he's doing really well per game the last 4 games. And that's what this Air Force offense does. They run the ball in that triple option scheme, and they do it really, really well. They're number 2 in the nation right now for yards per game, averaging around 323 yards. So it's going to be super important for the Rams to slow down Timothy Jackson and slow down this offense.
Yeah, and that's going to be tough for them. They've faced some pretty big opponents this year, and Air Force is definitely one of those higher up there, so going to need to see that containment. Keep us going. Number 2.
Definitely. So my second key is the Rams are going to need to get off to a fast start. They've been doing that the last 3 games, and I think it's pretty obvious. It's been working out well for them. They've outscored opponents 66 to 23 in the first half in those games. So it'll be even more important in this game because the Air Force offense, they do run that triple option scheme. So they run the ball and they run out the clock. So the Rams, they're going to have to take advantage of every possession. Yeah,
and like you said, the Rams, they have started fast. And, you know, we've seen that from even their first matchup. Mm-hmm. But where they've struggled, we've seen, is they don't finish well. So if they start fast, they might be able to, I mean, Air Force is a tough team to slack off, but they might have an extra breathing room if they start fast. So I got to agree with you there. Mm-hmm. Finishes off. Number 3.
My last key is disciplined play. The Rams, their penalty yards have been about 74 yards per game on average, which isn't too good. The Falcons, they're number 2 in the nation in least penalized. So the Rams, they need to eliminate those mistakes if they want to beat the Falcons this Saturday. You
know, and it might just be part of that Air Force mentality coming in with that team is why they don't really have that many penalties. So, staying disciplined, especially when it gets frustrating against such a tough team. You know, you're right. They gotta stay controlled, and they gotta keep it cool on the field there. Mm-hmm. Rose, thank you for coming on. Appreciate it. You know what time it is now?
What time?
It's time for that top play of the week. Let's roll it. And this is gonna be a little bit out of the ordinary for you. You might notice here. So this is Kent State right now. Kalen right now, he is the first player to be diagnosed with autism and to score a basket on a Division I basketball court. And this is truly something special. He gets that basket in there. And for me personally, I got to say that means a lot to watch that happen. And it's just something really special to watch.
Yeah, that's awesome to see.
Got to give him credit there. Rams, that's all we have for you. Castro's Cut. Thank you for tuning in. But do not go anywhere because the Triple J Pickup Challenge is coming right up next.
Here on the track. That's what we have today.